What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel Hustle House TV. Today we're going to be breaking down how our company does roof washing. So soft washing a roof is the only safe way to be washing roofs out here. There's other chemicals you can use to soft wash other than SH, sodium hypochlorite. High pressure is not the way to go when you're washing roofs, obviously. If you have experience in this, you know that that's just not the wave. You can damage shingles, tiles, tear the granules out, color strip, cause underlying issues, a bunch of other stuff, but that's why soft washing is the only way to go.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
So in the footage that you're gonna see, you'll see us soft washing the roof. Spraying the roof is not the hard part. Once you have the right equipment, the right chemicals, that's the easy part. The harder part is informing your customer, letting them know what you're doing, chemical runoff, where it's going, what you need to be protecting, and how many people you have on the job is very important as well. Alright, so when you arrive to the customer's house, this is pretty self-explanatory. But do not just get on the roof. Obviously you want to knock on the door, let them know you're there. Let them know you're on the way 30 minutes beforehand as well. It's what we do. We just give them a call. This way if they were planning on canceling, now you know anyway. You didn't waste your time going out there. But let your customer know you're there. Tell them it's nice to meet them if you haven't seen them face to face yet. And then you can do a house inspection. So walk around the property, look where the runoff is going to be going, look how the gutters are set up, look for any open electrical outlets that your watering guy could get wet. Just do a little inspection and make sure that you know your surrounding area and the property and the roof that you're going to be spraying. Also, once you get on the roof, you guys have a camera with you, have your phone with you. You see any cracked tiles, any major issues, just take pictures. You're just covering yourself. I had customers that live near golf courses that say they had 20 cracked tiles when we got down, and I weigh $180 soaking wet. So I know for a fact that I didn't crack 20 tiles. If I did, I would have just addressed it anyway, but people aren't gonna expect that from you. So just cover yourself, take pictures, videos, whatever you gotta do when the roof is still dirty to show your customer, hey, this was already here. Before we start actually spraying the roof, we have both of us going around soaking all the plants. Anywhere that chemical is gonna run off, the grass lines, we soak everything first. Full 360 around the house, make sure it's soaking wet, and then I get up on the roof. When I start spraying, my ground guy is pretty much a mirror image of me. He's right below me spraying the bushes where I'm spraying the roof where it's running off. He's soaking that area as well. But just get it pre-soaked first. It's gonna help you out a lot. You don't want the first initial contact on these plants and grass to be chemical. A lot of guys use plant protection equipment like Tyvek, tarps, stuff like that to cover the plants. I'm not a fan. I've covered with tarps and Tyvek, and with this Florida heat, the chemical gets on the ground and then rises up. Even if the tarp is vented, I've had plants and bushes burned because that tarp was on there, heat rised up, and it just literally fried the top layer of the plants. So we don't go that route. We have about 1 to 2 claims a year. Being transparent and honest with you guys, we get 1 to 2 callbacks a year saying, hey, you know, my plants are fried, this bush died, this grass line is fried. I'm not happy with those 1 to 2 claims per year. You know, that's an upset customer. We make things right. We pay for them to be replaced. We go water them if they can still be repaired, you know, but at the end of the day, 2 claims a year, having to fix that is not a huge deal, especially if you're just taking care of your customer. Don't burn stuff and then block their number, run off, grab your check and bounce. That's not the way to go. Always take care of your customer. We have customers, we burnt plants and we still go back and wash their roofs. So just take care of your customers, you guys. Also make sure you are wearing a proper mask for this job. You need a mask no matter what. A face guard does not cut it. You need the proper mask for these chemicals. From experience, when I first started, I didn't have much help. I got on the roof, I was spraying them, making some money, everything was great, and then a few weeks in, I sprayed a roof on a hot day. All that fumigation got up into my system and it put me out for a week. It was a terrible time. I was just dead in bed for about a week, but make sure you put those masks on, you guys. In the footage you'll see in the beginning of this video, you'll notice how I am spraying upwards into the tiles. I'm not spraying from the peak of the roofs down. Though the equipment can hit the bottom, you're going to have a bunch of missed spots. It'll look good from the top where you're at, and then you look at it from the bottom and you're gonna see black streaks, algae mold still up there because that chem was not getting a chance to hit those faces of the tile. So just make sure you're getting every square inch of that tile. Even though your customer may not see it, you know, just for integrity, you should be making sure you're hitting every square inch of this roof and it's as clean as it can be. I've seen other roofs, when I'm doing a roof, I look over and I see a bunch of missed spots. You know, the customer doesn't see it, but it's just bad. I know who did that roof, and you don't want to be known as that guy that's just splashing and dashing and getting the check as fast as you can. Just taking 20 extra minutes on the job will pretty much secure that it was a perfect job, and that's all it takes. So just make sure you guys are doing a perfect job on every single job. Okay, so we spray one side at a time. Once I'm done spraying one side, I give it a few minutes, let my ground guy soak everything, wait till that runoff is not going absolutely crazy. No matter what, you're gonna get runoff. It's pretty impossible to avoid. No matter what soap you have, no matter what chemical you're using, you're gonna have runoff. Just let them soak that side until that runoff slows down a bit where it's barely dripping, and then switch sides and then repeat for each side. Keep in mind that I am explaining a roof wash with no gutters. So some of the stuff you may be listening to, you're like, what if there's gutters? Well, these roofs, 2 that we did in today, had no gutters. So that's what this video is kind of based around. Roof washing with no gutters. It's a much more difficult task than roof washing with gutters. So when we finish spraying these roofs, if there's gutters, I do not rinse the roof, honestly. I soak the plants as per usual. I soak the gutters, I put water in there, let them run through for a long time. But with a roof with no gutters, I am rinsing off the roof. Just from the ground with a blue tip, I'm getting the majority of that extra chemical off. This way, if we get a light shower in the middle of the day that only rains for about 10 minutes, you know, all that rain is gonna knock the chem off, but then it's just gonna be sitting on the plants. The rain stopped and now nothing is wetting that. And once we get off of this roof, the job is not done. Even though the plants are soaked, there's one final step for us. That very last edge of tiles that you can see from the ground, you need to hit those. We hit it with just high pressure, nothing crazy, just like a soaker tip, but that's enough to get the rest of the mold off. The chlorine does get most of it off, but there will be spots where black is still left on the edge of the tile. We hit it with a nice soaker tip, and that's how we do it. You guys cannot, I see so many people, I go see a clean roof and I see that bottom tile still black, and it's just embarrassing, you guys. This is the first thing the customer is looking at. They can't see the majority of the roof, and the one spot that they can see pretty much all the way around, you don't want to be leaving it dirty. When you guys are heading off of the job, obviously knock on the door, let them know that you're done. Let them know it's a little stinky from the chemicals you used. Let them know that everything is rinsed down. Everything they see that is wet is just water. Just give them that security. Let them know if they have kids or pets to just maybe stay inside for a little bit, that those fumes can be strong, but just keep them updated on your job. They like that. Also make sure to tell them about Google reviews or Facebook reviews or whatever platform you're looking to get more reviews on. Let them know, you know, not every customer does it, about 1 in 10 will, but just let everyone know to spread the word, and give them business cards at the end of each job. Even if they don't ask for them, just hand them a few. If they decline, then take them back, but I've never had anyone decline. They may throw them away, but big deal, you know, they're not expensive, but in hopes they will hand them out. If you did a great job, they will hand them out when someone asks, hey, who cleaned your roof? Who did the pressure washing? Then they will have those on hand. All right, guys, that is a wrap on today's video. I hope you enjoyed this content. I hope it helped someone out there. Please let me know in the comment section your worst roof nightmare, your worst roof job experience. We've had a couple scares. Luckily we survived, but we've had some bad ones in the beginning. But anyway, I wanted to let you guys know I will be dropping a video every Tuesday and Friday. Sometimes I'll upload 2, sometimes it'll just be 1, but stay tuned for more videos like this. Peace out, YouTube.